Sometimes the only thing inside my mind is I want you. Yes, I do. And if it's anything you suggest, I do. Tell me. Now we all in the crib on my sofa. Girl, I'm so glad you came over. I wanna tell you come closer, but I don't know if you feel like I feel. Tell me, girl, don't it feel good when I touch on it? Wouldn't it be nice if all night I was in you? Come kiss me, come with me down the hall to my bedroom. Tonight we'll be making love faces, making love faces. Shadows on the wall, white candles burning, messing up the bed while you sweating out your burning, making love faces, making love faces. My hands rubbing on your skin. It's cool, I don't hold it in. Girl, let me wrap my hands around you. Hands around you, hands around you. Been so happy ever since I found you. Just like a kid who found some candy. Let me feel it, find your panties. Take them off. Take them off. Take them off. Take them off, please. Oh, down on my knees. Oh, you're right in front of me. Don't have to pay for my attention. Can you hear me? Is you listening? Baby, be real with me. I wanna know how you feel good when I touch on it. Wouldn't it be nice if all night I was in you? Come kiss me, come with me, down the hall to my bedroom. Tonight we'll be making love faces, making love faces. Shadows on the wall, white candles burning, messing up the bed while you sweating out your burning, making love faces, making love faces. My hands rubbing on your skin. It's cool, I don't hold it. When you bite your lip, is that your way of telling me you like it? If I'm the best you ever had, girl, in your life, say. And when your eyes roll back in your head, shaking in your legs, that's what she said. Making love pieces, making love pieces. Shadows on my candles burn, pressing up, making love pieces. Let the people sing. Making love pieces. My hands rubbing on your skin. Let's go hard, don't hold it in. Love faces.
Ursha, baby. I just wanna get your attention.
Hey girl.
I really wanna.
And good morning. What it do? Y'all know what it is. It's the Wake and Bake Morning Show with Big Note. You know what I mean? We got a little note. I jacked it off, but it's all right. It's Big Note Wake and Baking with Big Note this morning. I just got up again, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me. But I got my wake and I got my bake, so I'm ready. What about y'all? Y'all ready? We're gonna talk about something this morning that's it doesn't bother me, but it's we have to quit putting the blame of what goes on, what we're not recognizing within our communities, and start taking some accountability. You know, this notion of the police killing us is worse than us killing us, or why. The fact that people are being killed, period, is bad. I don't care if it's the police, it's your neighbor, it's your mom, it's your daddy, it's your cousin, sister, brother, whoever. If you're killing people, it's bad. It doesn't make a difference whether you're a police officer or not, and quit getting into this notion and screaming that, hey, man, they supposed to serve and protect us, because they don't. They never have. They were not brought about to serve and protect us. When the police were brought about, when the police were set up, and all this was, they were set up to protect the white people from us. We were slaves from the moment we came over here. Anything that was put into inception in this country was not intended for us. That's why we keep having to fight for our equality, because it was never meant for us. That's the part that I just don't see, that people don't understand and don't realize. Nothing that was built on this country, other than the builders and the that's on our sweat, but it was never intended for us to be equal in this country. We were brought over here to work and slave for these people. That's exactly what they did to us. And that's what they wanted to do to us. And that's what they did. They brought us over here to enslave us, to work us, to build their country. And we did all that. And then for us to keep sitting here and having the notion that we want to believe that they are so, that the police really, really care about us, and they really want us to, they don't. They never have. They're the biggest gang in the world. They've always have been. Power struggle. That's what it is. They were not put here to protect black people. They were put here to protect from black people. Y'all need to understand and realize that this is not for us. That's why, to me, when we this is just me personally, and I know people are going to disagree and say it's crazy, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't care where I'm at. Well, when I run across a group of black people, a group of white people, a group of motherfuckers, I'm always on my P's and Q's. It don't matter if it's the police, if it's just I'm always on my P's and Q's. None of them put more fear in me than the next one. I treat them all the same, because they all get ignorant. So y'all need to quit just trying to blame everything on color and do this, that, and the other. Yeah, it's that way, because that's what it was inside. That's what we were brought here for, because of the color of our skin, because we were always felt to be inferior. That's what they did. They're still putting that in your head, that they're here to protect us and they're here to serve us. No, they're not. That's why the Black Panther Party tried to police and secure their own, because they knew it. But y'all don't want to realize it, and y'all don't want to accept it. Y'all want to be equal on their standards so tough that y'all will say things like this. And the thing of it is they don't want us to be equal. That's why that's why you see what's going on now. Some of them never wanted us to be equal, and they won't. If you've seen yesterday, there was a video yesterday. I seen it last night right before I went to bed. There was a big video that came out last night, some small town USA. Pretty much a march for peace. You know what I'm saying? They protested. And there was this guy on the side, and thankfully, I ain't gonna say thankfully, but what it is he worked for FedEx. One of the gentlemen worked for FedEx, and one worked, I forgot what he was. But anyway, both of them have been fired. That's after their bosses seen this video. So they're in the middle of the protest. They're on the side, and they're reenacting the George Floyd incident. And in the midst of them remaking it, they're screaming out obscenities, and they're saying just all kind of nonsense. And this is the world we live in. And until we start to realize, well, I ain't gonna say we, I'm gonna say y'all, because I realize it. You know, I know what their agenda was from the day they brought us over here on their boats. And it was not to be equal to them. And when you speak in that realm, you have to realize that these are their ancestors just like our ancestors did things, so did theirs. Just like we pass along our history and say that we were this and that, they're passing along their history, and this is why racism continues to exist. And like I said it before, and I said it a few times. I'm not the one. I don't think I'm the one to start the revolution, but I'm on board. I'm on the boat. I'm not the captain, but I'm definitely on the boat. But you have to have like-minded people, and what's going to end up happening is, once again, we're going to be separated. We're already separated. That's the problem. We're separated, and they may not be so much together, but they're closer than we are. So, those are some of the things we're gonna dwell into this morning on the Wake and Bake Morning Show. So get your party favorites. You know how I do it in the morning. One of these days, man, I'm gonna get it together and I'm gonna get up at a good time, and we're gonna starting Monday. More than likely, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot out the phone number so that we can start taking calls. I think I know how to maneuver it. I'm pretty sure I got it. So, I just don't want. We're being distracted, man, and that's what kind of bothers me, is that we're being distracted and we don't even realize it, that we're being distracted. That's the thing. We're always being distracted. Everything they do to keep us. You don't think that they know that we built this country on our back with our blood, sweat, and tears? You don't think they know that? Yes, they do know that. We know that, but we look at it as a bragging tool. That's not how I look at it. I don't look at it like that. It's so much to this that I probably lost some friends. I always lose people because of the way I think. That's what makes me different from everybody else, because I don't think like everybody else. I had a person unfriend me the other day. Well, I don't know when they did it, to be actual and honest. And we'll talk about that. I'll talk about that. But right now, we're going to get back into some tunes, man. Y'all know how I do it. This is the morning show, Wake and Bake Morning Show with Big Note. Like I said, my Mountain Dew got my wake. Mm-hmm. And then I got my bake. So I'm about to get my Wake and Bake on. We about to turn on some tunes. I'm about to pop my CNN on. Once again, I'm late. I'm supposed to be on MSNBC at this time, but we got to come up with a plan, because if we don't, everything that we're doing is in vain, because we won't know where to go after this. We need our leaders, those with the voice, to finally stand up to your oppressor. You have the money now. Y'all have the money now. And my thing is kind of why I wanted to start up the Power 42 and the Slab Time Entertainment LLC, is to bring us along. But we're so focused on what they give us. Fuck them giving us shit. It's time to take some shit back. It's time to take some shit back. It's really time to stand up, get in these polls, vote, do the things that we need to do. We need to start on the lower level. We need to hold our leadership accountable. But they're so busy trying to, I don't know what they're doing. I really don't. So it's the Wake and Bake Morning Show with Big Note. We're going to continue on this path, and we're going to talk about some more things. And you know what I'm saying? I just hope everybody's up listening. Tune in. If you're not, I'll run it back. You know what I'm saying? I record everything in the morning. So every show that I do is recorded and is put on my YouTube channel. If you want to go, please go subscribe to the YouTube channel, Power 42 FM. Subscribe. The videos are there. You can watch. And like I said, come Monday, what we're going to do Monday is we're going to have the phone line open. And we're going to start in a discussion and get to talking about what we need to do. Because we need to do something. And what I need to do right now is I need to wake and bake, get myself together, because I'm still groggy. I had to get up, I brushed my teeth, washed my face, came, sat down, and I'm not woke yet. But the Mountain Dew starting to kick in. So let's get it. Power 42.
Be all up in your head. Yeah. 'Cause what I got, you gon' wanna get some. Yeah. But girl, that's only if you ain't scared. And I won't knock, won't ring no bell. You just put that bottom up in the air. I'll get you hot, I know you won't so well. And when I walk in, all that I want is you say, Daddy's home for me. And I know you've been waiting for this loving all day. You know your daddy's home and it's time to say, yeah. So you ain't got to give my love away. So when my lady say, hey, hey, daddy, hey, hey. So when my lady say, hey, hey, daddy, hey, hey. I ain't gotta do a lot of flexing. Shawty, you already know what it is. And girl, tonight we're gonna do a lot of sexing. Yeah, can't nobody do your body like this. Oh, I won't knock, won't ring no bells. Yeah, you just broke that bottom up in the air. Said I'll get you hot, I know you so well. And when I walk in, all that it should say Daddy's home for me. And I know you've been waiting for this loving all day. You know your daddy's home. It's time to play. So you ain't got to give my loving away. Yeah. So when my lady say, hey, Daddy know what you like. Oh, Daddy know what you like. Say, hey, right there. Oh, yeah. Book it on out, book it out right there. I'ma fall back while you work that chair. Do the damn thing, let the neighbors say. Yeah. Book it on out, book it out right there. I'ma fall back, let you work that chair. Do the damn thing, all I wanna hear is you say, Daddy's home, home for me. And I know you've been waiting for this love. Yeah. Your daddy's home. It's time to play. Yeah. Now, baby, you ain't gotta give my love in nowhere. Daddy's home for me. And I know you've been waiting for this loving all day. You know your daddy's home and it's time to play. So you ain't got to give my love away. So when my lady say, hey, 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 calling me daddy, babe. You gotta know what you like. So when my lady say, hey, hey, daddy. So when my lady say, hey, hey, daddy. Hey, daddy, know what you like, yeah. I finally found the nerve to say I'm gonna make a change in my life starting here today. I surrender all my love, I never thought I could. I'm giving all my love away, and there's only one reason that I will. And baby, it's you. The way it's up, the way you say it, the way you move, the way you shoot, the way you spit on me. Every morning you rise and open your eyes. I just wanna be there with you. I just wanna be yours from this day forth. Next year, let's call the this day, our anniversary. The day I put my heart in your hand and said that it is yours to keep. From this moment on, say that you'll always be mine. Girl, when I'm alone with you, there's only one thing that's on my mind. And baby, it's you. The way it's up, the way you say my name, the way it's you, the way it's always you. Every morning you rise and open your eyes, I want you. I wanna be yours from this day
The Wake and Bake Morning Show with Big Note.
Yo, what's up? This is Jay. What you doing?
I was just thinking about you.
Yeah, I was thinking about you too. I just got one question to ask you though.
What's that?
What do you have on right now?
T-shirt and my panties on. T-shirt and my panties on. T-shirt and my panties on. T-shirt and my panties, got my T-shirt and my panties on.
Picture this, I'm in my bed, body's hot, soaking wet, thinking of the things I like to do. I'm open wide when it comes to freaking you. Imagine me, wet as can be, between my legs, you're tasting me. Boy, when you get here, you know my love will overflow. And you ain't got to worry about my clothes, 'cause I got my
T-shirt and my panties on.
just how you like it.
T-shirt and my panties on.
Waiting for you.
T-shirt and my panties on.
You can't deny it.
T-shirt and my panties. Got my T-shirt and my panties on. T-shirt and my panties on.
Just how you like it.
T-shirt and my panties on.
Waiting for you.
T-shirt and my panties on.
You can't deny it.
T-shirt and my panties.
Got my T-shirt and my panties on. Be surprised when you come inside. Saddle up and be prepared to ride. Ooh.
Back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Can you feel it? Baby, why don't
You just take your time. Tonight you're mine. Gonna turn around and hit it from behind. Boy, now that you're here, you know my love will overflow.
And you ain't got to worry about my clothes, 'cause I got my t-shirt and my panties on. Just how you like it. T-shirt and my panties on. Waiting for you. T-shirt and my panties on. You can't deny it. T-shirt and my panties on. Got my t-shirt and my panties on. T-shirt and my panties on. Just how you like it. T-shirt and my panties on. Waiting for you. T-shirt and my panties on. You can't deny it. T-shirt and my panties on. Got my t-shirt and my panties on. I'm feeling down to sexy. Now that we are all alone. Baby, can we do the nasty in the privacy of my own home? Baby, come a little closer. Come a little closer. I am plugged on the telephone. Baby, 'cause tonight is special. I got my t-shirt and my panties on. Waiting for you, yeah. Got my t-shirt and my panties on. You 'cause I'm on love. Got my t-shirt and panties on. I'm waiting for you, so when you get home. Got my t-shirt and panties on. I got my t-shirt and panties on.
You know that's too much woman for you, man. You gotta crawl before you walk, bruh.
Again, head on my chest, hand on my ass, up late again. Back it up on your breathing fast. Oh, up late again. Yeah. Tell me how is it when I beg? Get up there, get up there. Make your way to North Hollywood, Tarjay, lingerie. Kissing your lips, dipped in backwood tear. I've been crushing on you. We can think, watch that news. If you like it, up late again. Head on my chest, hand on my ass, up late again. Back it up on your breathing face, up late again. Me up is it when I beg? Get up there, get up there. Are you gon' act? Ooh, you fucking snap. Fifth floor, give your ass a duplicate vibe, nigga. Fifth floor, devour that body like corn on a cob, nigga. Fifth floor, neighbors must be questioning my job, nigga. I see that you torn, I see you adorn. You know what I want. I see that you torn. I see you adore me. I see you adore. Oh, adore. Play again. Head on my chest and on my ass. Play again. Back it up on your breathing face. Play. I'm easy when I play. It's there. Fifth floor, give your ass a duplicate fob, nigga. Fifth floor, devour that body like corn on a cob, nigga. Fifth floor, neighbors must be questioning my job, nigga. 5 a.m. cause you stay a little longer.
Stop music. High life.
It's 2:30 in the morning. Around this time, you know we going in. I have to kiss so you don't throw it in. No, but you get crazy when you're horny. I feel like I should be your lover. I should be your friend. All those silly issues made up in your head. Money can pay for your time, but it's not love. And love cannot pay for that shit that I bought you. Swear to God, I should be gone, leave you alone. Cause I'd rather be with you and all your bullshit. Rather be with you and all your bullshit. I'd rather be with you and all your bullshit. Rather be with you and all your bull. You, yeah, babe. You, ooh, yeah. You, yeah. This is what I don't get. Don't know why I'm still here. All my passwords reset, yeah. And I know you did that shit. Cause money can pay for your time, but it ain't love, no. Your love cannot pay for the shit that I bought you, yeah. Ooh, got me up on some drama. Knowing this shit is a problem, yeah. Swear to God I should be gone, be alone. But I'd rather be with you and all your bullshit. Rather be with you and all your bullshit. I'd rather be with you and all your bullshit. Rather be with you and all your bull. You, yeah, babe. You, ooh, yeah. You, yeah. Know you got problems. You got a lot of problems. Know damn well I can stop, You got a lot of problems. Know you got problems. What's up, man? What I got you? What's wrong with you? Why you crying? What's up?
Listen, what is this? What is this? What is this? Explain to me. Explain to me what you're doing.
That's a video.
That's a video.
That's a video.
What you doing not cool.
What you mean? That's a
You know what I mean. I don't want to do this. Listen, take these bags. Get the fuck out as well.
I should be a lover. I should be your friend. All those silly issues made up in your head. Money can pay for your time, but it's not love. And calling me back with some bullshit like water. Swear to God, I should be gone, be alone, but I'd rather be with you and all your bullshit. Rather be with you and all your bullshit. I'd rather be with you and all your bullshit. Rather be with you and all your bullshit.
Yo. Whoops, I think I did the wrong thing. I'm back. All right, then. What's happening, y'all? So it's the Wake and Bake Morning Show with Big Note. You know how I do it. You know. Rather be with you and all your bullshit. Rather would, you know, it is. But so listen. You know, I was touching on this thing about this police killing blacks is worse than us killing us, and to me, it's bullshit. Neither one of them is right. How do you compare killings? And this is what I don't I couldn't grasp that. You know what I'm saying? And I seen the post on my Facebook, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute, man, are y'all serious? How do you compare a killing? Like, how do you compare the life of somebody and say that somebody killing them this way is worse than this person killing them? They dead, man. They are gone. And this is why I said yesterday, I told somebody, I said, look, my post, no, it might have been on one of my posts, and it might not even been yesterday. It might have been a few days ago. I think it was me and my bro Thomas Greer. That's what I think it was. Yep, it was. Actually, it was. And actually, I think I made the post and he said something. But the thing about it was that I said was, in a time like this, when we should be uniting, we still separated. We are still separated. And the thing that bothers me the most is people keep saying that the police, yeah, they let y'all tell it they're here to serve and protect us. I don't believe that, because they were never put here to serve and protect us. They were put here in this inception to protect from us. So miss me with all that bullshit about they here to serve and protect us and all that, because that's not what they really here for. They've never been here for that. Until y'all realize that, y'all quit putting y'all trust in them. I trust them motherfuckers, not because I'm scared of them, because I fear no man. Shit, they just like if you walking down the street and you walk past a bunch of niggas that's sitting on the side of the street, hanging out in the neighborhood, drinking and smoking, and you know one or two of them got a pistol on them, you gonna be leery about them niggas too. So let's keep it 100, man. Let's not keep trying to make it like, and that's our problem. We don't want to be accountable for the shit that we do that perpetuates shit. Yeah, we got a hellified reason to do it. We got a hellified reason to do it. But what y'all failing to realize is the more we do it, the more we play into their hands. Y'all keep talking about this virus and they trying to put the motherfucking, that's to distract you from what they really trying to do. And all that shit is there is no way in the hell. I understand what y'all are putting out there in the air. Do you not understand that they are truly the minority? And then when you take the minority and then you narrow it down even more, when you get to talking about the shoes and fuse because they have all this money. Okay, they got money. But see, that's because y'all put a value on what y'all value. Everything is based off of how much money you got with people, not with me. Your integrity, your loyalty, those are things that matter to me. You could be broke in the motherfucker, if you ain't got, but if I can trust you, that's where I get in. If I could trust you, yeah. I don't care about your stature, how much money you got, how many this, that. I don't care about none of that because it ain't mine. So, you know, And people put it, so when you place value on things, it makes things of more importance. There is nothing more important on this earth than life. Period. And if you could put if you could put a dollar sign on a life, you will sell out. You'll sell out. Period. You will sell out at the end of the day, because you don't know what you may say, give me, I'll go, it's gonna take a motherfucker $10-15 million to buy me, and then a nigga get in your face for it with $150,000 to tell you he needs your boy knocked off because he woo. Guess what? Right. Yep. You know it. You know exactly what you're gonna do. So at the end of the day, let's quit that nonsense with what's worse between the police killing us and us killing us. Put that bullshit to the side, because killing is wrong, period. And when you start looking at it from that aspect, your mind opens up to different avenues. But see, y'all want to put a value on people and what they are. People are people with human reactions, just like you, me, and anybody else on this planet. You are not going to put yourself, and you're not going to get in a hostile situation, and whether you have on a police uniform or you don't, are you going to be thinking about, oh shit, let me hold up to this code? No, motherfuckers, you're going into survival mode, and y'all know it. That's period. That's through life. It ain't just with the police, it's with people, period. When you in an uncomfortable, you don't tell me, because I would be sitting here and I'd be lying if I said I don't go somewhere sometimes and I see niggas and I just get to looking like, whoa, maybe this ain't the place I should be. Not that I'm scared, I'm just cautious. So we need to change the narrative, and in order to change the narrative, you got to change the mind process of your mind thoughts, because we can't keep considering them friends. They're not our friends. They were never put here to be our friend. Period. I'm not making excuses for these motherfuckers. I'm just telling you what it is. That's why I don't trust them more than I don't trust them. I don't trust them no more, less, or more than I trust the next person, because anybody with a pulse, anybody with a pulse in the moment of heat or in a rate is going to react different. No, it don't make it right that they run it, but it don't make it right that nobody is killing us, period. And the one thing I would feel, I think I should be able to feel more comfortable and not expect to be killed around my own than anybody. With all we done been through, but we don't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't look at it like that. We place value on lives, and that's bad. That's horrible that you would place a value on a life. I can't get with that. But yeah, you know what it is. It's the Wake and Bake Morning Show with Big Notice. 5 minutes to the top of the hour. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna hit y'all. I'm gonna hit y'all off with a couple more tunes, and we'll be back. You know what I'm saying? But just feel what I'm saying, man. I ain't trying to change your mind on how you feel. I'm just trying to open you up to look at things something a little different and understand that until we're accountable for us and our actions and what we have contributed, and quit making the excuse that they put us there, and quit living in that excuse. We have options now. We need to start utilizing them and stop sitting back blaming this, that, and the third. But yeah, okay, man, here we go. I could talk about that all day. But I got some Juro coming up for y'all, some Sweat, Genuine. You know, we gonna get it in. You know how I do the Wake and Bake Morning Show with Big Note.
My life. The Wake and Bake Morning Show with Big Note.
I don't mind making you happy. I don't mind making your day. Feels so good to give, but I never
never seem to get my way. I'm tired of waking up with nobody laying next to me. I'm tired of being alone and everybody else is lovey-dovey. I'm so tired of all of y'all being happy. If I could only find the love I sing about. Oh, when I sing my song. Oh, when I sing my song. Oh, yeah. See, I know what I want. Something real, something I could feel. And I know it don't come easy. I wanna be with somebody who can share my ups and downs. And when they're feeling bad, I can be the one to make her smile. Make her realize that there's no special God I sing about. If I could only find the love, I'm searching here and there and everywhere. If I could only find the love I sing about. When see, every night on my knees, I pray, send her to me. Send her to me, send her to me. See, I ain't been perfect. In fact, I've been dead wrong. But it's time for me to live up the love that I sing about in my soul. See, listen, I wanna walk down the aisle to my song. I want the first dance to be my song. And I wanna make love to my song, to my song. Wanna have babies to my song. I wanna cry when I'm singing my song. I wanna say, damn, it's too good to be my song. I wanna bring up to make up all the ooh, baby. Turn it up out there, man. I don't wanna cry, I don't wanna cry. I'm going out in the rain, yeah. Sing out, sing out. Yeah, 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 yeah. It may sound clean, I said it may sound clean. I wanna take my baby girl now. Oh. Somebody put your hands up like this. Sing out, sing I think I'm gonna cry. Yeah, yeah. Now I don't want you to see me cry. Would you sing for me tonight? Yeah. in the rain, yeah. You made that way. I said you made that way. Stay the night out. Stay for me, baby girl. I need you to put your hands up like this tonight. See, baby girl, wants to raise not on my baby. Then I won't see my baby a single train. But right now I think I'm crying. Because of you, I'm crying. Don't want you to see me cry. Let me go, let me go, let me go. I can hear you. I wanna walk out the door. I can't stand it no more, baby. Today, girl, baby girl. Let me tell you, baby. Once the sun comes up and the rain is gonna wear, then I'm gonna see it. A better day, yeah. But right now, I think I'm crying, baby. Because of you, I'm crying. Don't want you to see me cry. Let me go, let me go, let me go. I need you for me. I gotta walk out the door. I can't stand it no more, girl. I gotta go. I'm gonna go in the rain. If you know something with me, girl, come on. I wanna go outside. I gotta go. I wanna go in the rain. Baby, the rain will hide my tears tonight, baby. I'm gonna go in the rain. I wanna go. See, yeah, can you get me up there? Can you get me right there? Can you get me? I wanna go out in the rain. Now you said it's your 50th birthday. Don't shout for ain't a loser.
I'm just a bachelor. I'm looking for a partner, someone who knows how to ride without even falling off. Gotta be compatible, takes me to my limits. Girl, when I freak you out,
got you wanna get on. Let's do it. Ride it. My saddle's waiting. Come and jump on it. Get on it. Let's do it. Ride it. My saddle's waiting. Come and jump on it. Sitting here frozen, keeping your skin on. Just once, if I have the chance, the things I would do to you, you and your body, every single portion, sensually yields up and down your spine, juices flowing down your spine. You're on it, let's do it, ride it, my saddle's waiting, come and jump on it, get on it, let's do it, ride it, my saddle's waiting, come and jump on it. We're gonna get nasty, baby. First we'll show it down till I reach your ponytail. Look all over and through you, baby, until we reach the stream. You'll be on my jockey team. Get on it, let's do it. Ride it, my saddle's waiting. Come and jump on it. Get on it, let's do it. Ride it, my saddle's waiting. Come and jump on it. Get on it, let's do it. Ride it, my saddle's waiting. Come and jump on it. You're on it, let's do it. Ride it, my saddle's waiting. Come and jump on it.
Ride that pony. Yes. Wake and Bake Morning Show with Big Note. You know what it is. So, yeah, so as I was saying just earlier, it's time to unite, y'all, not to divide. We're still divided within ourselves. We got to find a common ground to unite. The common ground should be to get what's ours. That's it, to get what's ours. We can't get it separated if everybody trying to get it on their own, which is not no bad thing, because you got to get your own to get a seat at the table. You got to have your own. It's about getting a seat at the table, and now's the time to take advantage of it. They let it happen every so often. I'm trying to tell y'all this is. I'm about to get out of here, but I'm about to say this at the top of that, 10 minutes after the top of the hour. But I'm going to say this. This is all about a generational wealth shift. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention to what's really going on. This is about keeping as they say, the rich richer and the wealthy is wealthy. The generational wealth. There's levels, as they say, there's levels to this shit. You got the rich, you got the wealthy, and then you got the generational wealth. Back a while, not too long ago, Lord Rothstein announced he was stepping down. Guess who's transitioning into his spot? His daughter, 24 years old. See, y'all got to understand this stuff like this happens because them old motherfuckers that really run this country, that do what they do, that put their hands and dibble and dabble and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? They get old. And they can't leave it in shambles. They got to get that shit in order. And people got to know what's going on and who's what and where. Prince Henry or whatever his name, he didn't want no part of that shit. When he married that black woman, that fucked everything. They wasn't about that. Nope, can't let her get in here and find out what the fuck going on. So he got to go. He knew what he was doing. That was the first, that's where it started. Believe it or not, it's just my opinion. Gotta pay attention to what goes on. Generational wealth is about to shift. It's a new generation of 60 or 70 motherfuckers that we're gonna have to deal with for 60, 50, 60 more years. Till they 80, 90 years old and can't do it no more. Gotta pass it on to the next one. So that's how they can predict this shit, because they know what they do. You know, but hey, that's just my opinion. I don't know nothing. I'm just vapping and vibing and waking and baking and trying to do my thing and hope, you know what I'm saying, just voice my opinion. I can voice my opinion. And you can voice yours. I don't mind that, but you know what I'm saying, I can voice my opinion. I've learned some things since I had my stroke, you know, and I'm learning some new techniques, and I think this is my way of somewhat venting as well as giving y'all some good music. We gonna go. So, okay. So that's what we gonna do. Back to it. Power 42.
Let's do it. Ride it. My saddle's waiting. Come and jump on it.
The Wake and Bake Morning Show with Big Note.
Everyone's happy. Finally, it's the weekend. All the hard work's behind me. Yeah. And I just invited all my friends. I'm about to throw something on the grill. Yeah. And get together